Hello folks, welcome once again, it's me funkdoc, and this time we have a two-player game against MartyFunkhouser, one of my toughest opponents for two-player. We've had a few back and forth games on here, I think. And this is going to be a mid-priced USA map config. This one's interesting. I think the best build with plant 3 when you're building first, I think the best build is definitely Kansas City. Question is how to respond to that with the 4, and I think Omaha to St. Louis might be the answer. Yeah, I'll do that. Gives me a lot of connections both east and west this way, and north too. 46 under the deck. That was the first plant drawn after 13, huh? All right. I definitely prefer to put the 5 up for bid when I'm at top in the turn order. Now that he bid on it, I think I'll pass and take the 8. I'd rather have the 8 than the 9 because it makes me more money on the next turn without buying a plant. And I'm not going to want to buy a plant next turn and drop the 13 for Marty. So 8 will make me more money than the 9 in this situation. And I want to buy 4 coal. This will get me enough to run the 8 for my next 2 turns, after which point I should drop back to bottom in the turn order. Yep, Chicago is the obvious second build there for sure. I'm expecting probably, what, Minneapolis next? $37 goes under the deck next. I'm obviously going to pass here. We haven't even gotten to a lot of the really bad plants yet. Other than just 17's the only big dud thus far. And 17 actually could become a justifiable purchase in another couple turns here if the market really slows down. Having the only nuclear plant in the game is pretty strong in 2-player. In Marty's position, I might have built, personally, because you can make money from your oil plant and you're going to be stuck up top next turn anyway. Because I don't have a second plant I can really run profitably along with the 8. I think Marty was better off building there, personally. Give this a little bidding. Now I pass. Ooh, okay. Question is, I think what I could do this turn is buy the 9, actually, and just build the 3. So that way I can gobble up the super cheap oil here. Just take the last $4 coal while I'm at it. I think I'd take Minneapolis next because that provides Marty with some connections out west, potentially. And instead, I get this connection. Because what I can do here is build the 3. And Marty is kind of obliged to build now. which would put him above me in the turn order. Thus, he could pass, and I could buy the 15 next turn and be in a better position to make use of it. There goes Marty. Okay. I kind of expected that to happen, which means I take Billings now. Billings will be my next build. Marty didn't buy any extra coal, huh? Alright. 20 ew. I don't want 20. I mean, Marty's going to pass on this. Marty kind of has to pass on this, I'd imagine. So I will take the 15 and Marty passes for sure. Because what that lets me do... I don't know. I'd go above him on the next turn, though, which would suck. I have to think about this one. I do think I need 15, though, to replace the 8. And obviously buy the oil. Actually, I maybe should have bought the 7 instead, just to really, really hammer the oil. I could go Fargo and then Billings, potentially. But I'd rather do it this way in case Marty builds to 5, which his oil buy seems to be suggesting. But he won't do that. Okay. I do think I passed this now. So, I mean, 17's kind of tempting to me, actually, but I think I'd rather let Marty eat that plant and go above me in the turn order for next turn. When A, I'll be in a better position money-wise to make use of the 20 and grab cheaper coal. B, I could fish for a better drop in the 20. Okay, Marty does the right thing and takes the 12, so he stays below me in the turn order this way. That's what he's looking for. Although, I don't know, though. It's going to be kind of tough for him to, like 12... Like, he wants to use that 13. He wants to make sure he's getting use out of that 13. I guess he could run 12 and 5 and 13 and just stay at 4 cities. In that case, what I could do is build. That's an option. Okay, now I am definitely not going to build. Definitely not building. I got stuck with some dang expensive coal, but, like, sometimes, like, people will build above you if you buy the extra resource. The extra resources. Like, I kind of think of it as, like, buying turn order by storing extra resources earlier. I'm almost tempted to buy, to, like, just pass the 20, but no, I think Marty will bid on it some. At least a little bit. I'll do that now. And 25 shows up, so now I'm going to feel good about my 23. Yeah. Especially with 25 on the horizon there. So I want to control nuclear. That would leave me with 35. Yeah, 35. I legitimately think I'd rather have 23 than 20 just straight up here, so I'm glad I was able to bid up Marty for it. And glad that 25 showed up so soon after, when I'm about to build 2 plants out of the market, so 25 should hopefully be like guaranteed to be in there for next turn, and Marty's not going to be able to afford to bid on that much, if at all. So that's a huge win for me. Me making him pay that much for 20, followed by that drop, big deal. Well, that's one dud. We actually have a lot of lower plants left in the deck. Okay, there we go. That's one. So 20 should be guaranteed now. 25, right? Yeah, 25 is guaranteed to stay on now. Cool. And I need 25. Like, 11 and 23 are plants I tend to buy much more often in 2-player than in any other game. Because how much more slowly the market moves, you can get a lot more value out of decently priced uranium in the early mid-game. $50 out, 33 in. Okay. This one's kind of interesting. Basically, it comes down to this. Do I take 25 or 31? And honestly, I'm inclined to pick 25. Might as... Really? Really, dog? Really, dog? Really, dog? Really, dog? Okay. I think I'd take 27, actually. Can't believe he bid on that. Yeah, I think we do this. Capacity could be a problem, though, so I would need to move the market ASAP. Marty's just going to stand pat and not build, it looks like. Okay. Yeah, I think we do this. Okay. He does that. Interesting. Exactly enough money. Holy shnikes. Alright, we got 26 in. Cool. I needed that plant to show up. And that one's guaranteed to stay on the market. Big deal. Big deal there. I need to push a money advantage over Marty now. Well, obviously I'm going to want 26. Marty might actually bid for this too because he wants a big plant that doesn't require coal. He could just take 21 though, but it's better to bid this instead because I need this plant a lot more than Marty does. All right, and I still get a discount for it, so I'll take that. Oh my god, and 31 actually came, although he's not going to want it. There was a really low chance of 31 coming back onto the market. Like, it's almost certainly going to go under the deck next turn. Not that I'd really want it anyway. What I think we do now is just keep the plants we have, like, until step 3. And not run the... I was going to say, yeah, not run the 15 ever again. Just store coal on it so I can safely buy a bigger plant later. Okay. Alright, gotta remember. So there's one more plant left until step 3. Okay. I think what we do now is play the turn order game here. That's going to be more important with us having the capacity deficit and this not being a great step 3 market with 38 likely to go under, looking to go under. Yeah. We do this. Never mind, I was wrong. Okay. Well, that's even better then that I make that play. Even better that I make that play. So I missed a plant somewhere. Let me check something here. Did I miss 36 or something? The 35 must have been the one that I missed. Okay, because I didn't mark that down. So now it makes sense. This is kind of tricky for Marty. Yeah, Marty's got a lot. This is a tough spot for Marty now. 31 up for bid, huh? Okay. Sure. Ooh, 40. That's good. Ooh, 46 in the game. Okay. I mean, it's going to be painful to replace 23, but I think I have to. Now 46. And I am going to have to fight for 46, for sure. Okay. What I think I do here is I actually think I pass. Like, I pass on building this turn and just run 6 and run 40 and 27. That'll power almost all of my cities. That's really efficient. And Yeah, I'm going to do this. Because now this will put him in a tougher spot with coal. Because I have my 15 sitting here still. I could potentially replace like 27 instead to buy out coal on Marty. Ooh, 50. Well, that's pretty sexy. But obviously, we're both going to fight over this plant. I didn't even notice Marty replaced the 20 with 31. So he now has to fight for a 7 capacity plant to reach 21. Otherwise, he'll have to buy 2 more plants. Okay. Sure. Alright, well, put that coal to use now at least. Okay. Oh, right. I didn't even notice Marty only needed a 6 plant. I did my math wrong. So 50 was enough to get Marty up to 21 capacity. So that's fine for him. I'm just glad that he didn't, because I would have bid for 46 if he'd put it up. I'm kind of surprised he didn't do that because of me having the coal stored in 15 there. That's what I was saving it for, was to use for 46. I would have been in an awkward spot if I had to deal with that coal sitting on 15 for another turn. Really surprised Marty let me have 46 at cost, because that was the perfect plant for me. Got me to 21, let me use that coal. And now this is pretty sweet here. Just enough money to get to 16, which lets me run 46, 40, and 27 altogether. Make the most money possible for this turn. Okay. I mean, what's encouraging is I only have to buy 2 oil next turn. Marty has to buy other stuff. Now we both obviously pass on plants. Really glad I could get that extra coal onto 46. That does a lot to hurt Marty. Marty being so dependent on coal. All I need now is just 2 oil and it's GG. Feel pretty good about how I played this one. Marty won the builds pretty handily, though, so he might very well win this game. Like, Marty won the builds, I feel like I definitely... like, I easily beat Marty in the plant battle, but he beat me in the builds battle. I got it, though. Hey, that's a case for efficiency there, although very close. Close win. I only won by $7. All right. Very good game to Marty there. And, yeah, that's, I think that came down to the 20 versus 23. I think that's ultimately where the game was won for me. That plus, like, Marty bidding so much for the 20 and then bidding on 25 at all when I had plenty of other options there. So, yeah. That was a comeback, though. Marty had the edge early, but I feel like I made the comeback pretty well. Nice game, and with that, I gotta get going to work, so see you later.